It's Pride Week, so get your lions together and have gay sex with them. This is Tell Someone. First question is from the Naked Wombat. If the rich girl drives a limousine and the poor girl drives a truck, what ride does Dinah get? Well, of course, I don't think the rich girl drives a limousine. She is normally driven around in the back of the limousine while she's having sex with the mechanic. So that's really it. The whole question doesn't really make sense. But there was a Dinah. She did advertisements for Chevrolet, and she apparently was driven around in Chevrolets in the back of them. Stretched Chevrolet limousines because she was rich. She had a very lucrative television career in which she had eggs dumped on her head by Andy Kaufman, but he was really Tony Clifton at that time. Next question is from Izef. Regarding the saying, great minds think alike, do they really? That's racist against great minds because they don't all think alike. It's like saying all Asians think alike. They look alike. They don't. They look wildly different. Some of them are rather tall. Next question is from Serious Mind. Would you throw your hands in the air and wave them around like you're mildly concerned? Are you happy now? Are you happy now, really? Next question from Serious Mind is, would you walk backwards like you do care? No, I won't. I'm running out of light and it's getting dark, so I've got to just plough through these questions like I do care, apparently. I've got to pretend like I care anyway, while I'm doing this. So no. Fritz asks, how dangerous are we talking here? Well, it's kind of dangerous, but not really. I mean, I don't know what dangerous thing I'm talking about. Maybe this question will answer this. Dear DTR, if I were to celebrate the 420th episode of Tell It to Someone, would I get so stoned that I would forget to ask a question? Do you think people were started celebrating early? Well, I started celebrating, it's 420 now. No, I didn't celebrate at all. I mean, I'm surrounded by grass, but it's the wrong kind of grass. I mean, it's just typical of my way of not actually preparing anything for these things at all. Next question from Bob in. When the sun becomes a red star and swallows the earth, what will dangerously talented do? I'd burn, I think. I think I'd burn because, but I'd be already dead anyway because it's like 5 billion years in the future, and I'd probably be busy being dead already, so I probably wouldn't care much. I mean, I'd find a sense of ennui about it, but I'd probably get on with my life of being dead and get over it, like we all should. We all should. The Naked Wombat asks the last question of the day. Which role would you be best cast as in a screenplay of Carry On Parliament? Okay, Carry On Parliament, yeah, it's a good concept, but I don't like the title. It's got to be some sort of double entendre, and it's just a single entendre, Carry On Parliament. So that might not be the best one. Carry On in the Chamber, Carry On in the Senate Chamber might be good, or Carry On in Congress. That would be a beautiful, but that would have to be in America. So you've got to start with specific roles for people. Like you could have the secretary, the undersecretary, for example. There would be one particular prime minister with lots of undersecretaries, and that would provide a lot of the material, the joke material for the entire movie. And of course, you'd have secretaries of Carry On movies generally just had one joke, and it would be the horny older man who has sex with a lot who tries to have sex with a lot of the younger ladies, and the younger ladies trying to have sex with the guy who's obviously gay but pretending not to be. And those are the two jokes there. Well, it's one joke, but it's basically two sides to the same joke. The guy who wants to have sex but is not getting any because they don't want him, and the girls who want to have sex but they're not getting any because he doesn't want them for reasons they don't know about, because apparently he's really, really attractive but also very, very gay. Which brings me back to the start of this video, so you can watch this in a continuous loop and it will all not make sense at all, because I didn't make sense in any of this. That's it for Tell Someone for this week. If you would like to ask me a question, then asking question placed is down in the place where the questions normally get asked. The dovetail question, of course, is up here. I've left a lovely little space for it. It's almost a lovely little black space, but not quite. There's a little bit of picture back there, but not much. Not anything interesting anyway. Okay, you've got the dovetail question. Yeah, I mean, I could ask you to make a video response, but yeah, hardly anybody makes those, and it makes it difficult for me to edit it anyway. And sometimes I don't want to edit much at all. I'm dangerously talented, and I don't have a cool sign off.